YouTube, a ground for parents to just beat the ever-living out of their kids for money. Isn't that fun? Today we're going to be talking about one of the most despicable human beings on YouTube right now, looking at this subject and reading some of these new headlines about the 8 Passengers YouTube channel, and the goddamn demon of Utah, Ruby Franke, has made my stomach turn. Here's a bit of a warning for the video. This is all about child abuse and that kind of stuff, and neglectful parenting. Real fun subjects that happens probably way too much on this beautiful platform. Once again, Daddy of 5, remember that? But the problem with this is that it's shrouded in nice clothes. You know, they're not white trash like Daddy of 5. It's easy to see Daddy of 5 doing this, but not Ruby Franke. She's beautiful. It's a perfect family, perfect Mormon family. Who wouldn't want that? And then you find out that they're starving the kids, they're duct taping them up, they're being held and imprisoned, all kinds of stuff. It's absolutely insane. But I will say that I don't feel like I can go in on this alone, especially I'm not a mom. Who am I to say that these practices are a little weird? So I brought the only person in that I know could help me get my head wrapped around this thing. My mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
I'm going to explain to you, along with these viewers, kind of what's going on right now. We can't show that Gold Peak tea because it's a brand. I'm joking. We can't. It doesn't matter. Today we're partnering with GamerSupps because they're not going to torture those taste buds. Are you feeling all sluggish and out of it? Then maybe you should get yourself some GamerSupps. Delicious, caffeine, keto-friendly, and sugar-free energy boost that, goddamn, is it good. I've been partnering with GamerSupps for almost a year now, and their product is amazing. They have amazing deals to get free samples, and let me tell you, when you get that free sample, you're going to be ordering more. They have all kinds of delicious flavors. They got berry, they got titty milk, they got a guacamole one that's funny to say, and it has a cute little package. It's all good stuff. And also, while you're there, you like being hard while you drink energy drinks? I know I do. That's why I got the waifu cup. You like that? So be sure to head over to GamerSupps.com, and our promo code is... Thank you, GamerSupps, for being a proud partner with us, and we appreciate you. Now, let's get back to torturing people. So right now, let me tell you about a cute tale that's happening online, which is this. Okay, we don't need to say it. So in Utah right now, the land of the free, the land of Mormons, there's a beautiful, beautiful woman, and I'm not gonna say that she's guilty yet, even though that the courts have already said that, but her name's Ruby Franke. She runs a YouTube channel called 8 Passengers, which is her beautiful husband, Kevin, he's a doll, and their 6 beautiful, beautiful children. Okay. Now, the funny thing about Ruby is that she has been arrested for 3 acts of very serious physical assault towards these children. 1, a combination of multiple physical injuries or torture. That's a fun thing to have as a mom. Starvation or malnutrition that jeopardizes life.
I'm only gonna say it one more time, and then you're gonna lose the privilege to eat dinner.
Dear God.
Hey, didn't have to worry about that when I was a kid. I look like Baloo from...
No.
Nope. Causing severe and emotional harm, which you might have taken on that too. And I brought you in today because with some of the things that we see that have happened here, just wanted to kind of get your reaction and kind of see, would you have done that as a mom? So we have a nice, unbiased, professional case here. Professional as in, I guess you're a mom.
I am a mom.
You're a mom. So the channel 8 Passengers is ran by Ruby Franke and her family, and it's a personality-based YouTube family vlogging. It's creepy. Do you know anybody who does family vlogging, like any friends? That's good. You know, it creeps me out. Like, I imagine if you were, well, I was younger and we were in these times and you came up with like a video camera all the time, and you're just like, Hunter had his first wet dream, and I'm like,
not do that.
Well, Ruby Franke might, but I might allow it with how good she looks.
Ruby Franke doesn't look like Ruby Franke when you look at her. She doesn't look like a Ruby.
What the fuck, dude?
Ruby looks like she'd be like old and sketchy. She's a lovely lady.
Oh, so you're complimenting her looks. I didn't know. I thought you were.
No,
I thought you were.
Ruby looks spicy.
I thought you were
I
gonna
think
literally say like the gym.
No.
I thought you were
Well,
going that
no,
route. Is
quite
Ruby
a
an
gym.
old woman name?
Yeah.
Ruby is?
Cool.
Oh, I thought that if you had a gym kind of name, it was like a strip, like
It
a
is
stripper
like
name.
Crystal or you know,
Pearl. I'm gonna name my daughter Emerald.
Emerald. Good one.
Well, some of them, yeah, they are very dated. Like Pearl, that's a big old German girl's name. Pearl, I love mine Pearl. Family vlogging channel that documented the daily lives, challenges, and adventures of the Franke family.
I'm going to take the scissors and I'm gonna cut its head off.
Grandma made me so mad.
I'm not going to go into all their names because I just don't want to put
not
all that shit out
necessary.
there. You don't need to talk about the kids' names. Keep that identity. Hey, I'd like to publicly talk about these kids who their fucking mom is Leatherface. That's fun.
But you'd never know.
The whole channel is basically run by Ruby. She's the mastermind. Though I will say Kevin is in here, and I have some questionable words about Kevin. I don't
Yeah.
trust Kevin.
I don't either.
I don't like him.
Number one, the name.
Also, he's not, if we're being honest, compared to Ruby, he's not a diamond.
I don't
Right?
know what.
Look at
is
that.
going on with Kevin.
Kinda-
Oh,
kinda
he looks
look-
way better there though.
You like this one?
Yeah, that's way better.
Oh,
yeah.
so you think Kevin's attractive? Okay,
Okay.
that
Kevin-
doesn't falter.
Kevin turned that hat around. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, your white trash came out. You're like, wait,
Yeah, wait a minute.
hold on, he put on that Tiger Woods cap
Throw
backwards.
down a chew.
Yeah, hey, put something in your lip and see what we can do. God, look at this Instagram post though too.
Yeah,
Ice cream and a
that's
coconut
horrible.
with rice and corn, mind blowing.
Yeah, that's horrible.
You know the thing too about these ultra conservative, like religious types. I bet you Kevin has done something. I bet you he split her open like a coconut. I'm talking hawking a loogie in the hand and just going to town. I bet
Good Lord.
he calls her asshole a pig trough. Around the house, that's why she calls him Wilbert. So in 2021, which is pretty recently, Ruby's channel, the Frankie family's channel, was deleted just kind of out of nowhere. So people were like, "What are you talking about? What happened with the 8 passengers? We want to know what they're up to. What are the Mormons doing? Where are they at?" But if you look at it historically, there's been an odd timeline of people actually accusing them of extremist parenting views and just abuse in general. So
Okay.
I don't know. Which, to be fair, my mom might have abused me when I was a kid. Remember that one time whenever you made that spaghetti? My mom's a terrible cook,
God.
and
Oh, my God.
you made me sit at the table until I'd eat it, and it was terrible, ghastly.
I hope this experience doesn't affect my relationship with food.
Looked plastic. I was like, I don't want to eat plastic, Mom.
Hey, you know what I say? Bullshit.
Well, you can say that all you want. I was sitting there.
will say it.
I was in one of those old, like, hand-me-down, terrible kitchen chairs where the side comes in.
That
And
might have happened.
And I'm already kind of a big old boy, and I'm like, chair's uncomfortable. And she just comes with a wooden spoon and slap the table. I don't care. You're gonna eat this. It was like a B-list version of a B-list version of a can of Chef Boyardee. She's like, I worked hard over this. I was like, you plopped it in the microwave for 30 seconds, Mom. It's cold and it's stinky. She's like, you're gonna get a star crunch if you eat it. And I said, are you
Okay.
for real? Can that happen? And it didn't happen. So, cut back to a couple of years before that. There's a video of Ruby talking to her son in this room, and well, first off, I didn't like this either because they're talking about using an iPad, which you can. Oh, she's winking at me here. I like that. Stop it, Ruby.
Ruby.
I'm a married man. Who knows? I'd probably. I don't know if I'd challenge my own beliefs to getting with that.
Ruby has 6 children.
The Book of Jehovah. Well, she might have 7.
Not only were they on the iPads, when all of us were asleep, they would sneak them into their rooms and hide them under the blankets.
So they're talking about how they can't use the iPads in this deal, which whatever. You know, people have their own screen times and stuff.
Right.
What I don't like is that he's laying down here and she's like interrogating them over this iPad use, but she's also like his head. He's
Tickling
too
his head.
He's too old to be having the head in the lap, and she's like playing with his hair. And now it's
Yeah,
like some
it's an
it's like
odd
some fucking
scenario.
weird thing. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio in Blood Diamonds. He's like ratting everybody out. Eve actually came in and used the iPad. She's like. I don't know. And she's like, put your head in my lap,
Yeah,
Eve.
that's a little creepy.
So this young gentleman here, he also in this video reveals that he was punished, and one of the punishments was that he had to sleep on a beanbag for 7 months.
My bedroom was taken away for 7 months, and then you give it back like a couple weeks ago.
I don't think our viewers know that.
I've been sleeping on a beanbag since October. And I gave my room back like 2 weeks ago.
They took away his room.
Oh, okay.
Now let me ask you something. Let's say he smoked grass.
Okay.
If I came to you and I said, Mom, I smoked weed, would you think 7 months of no room in a beanbag chair is that fair?
Number one, how old are you?
He's probably 13. This is just like a well-built kid.
Closer to 16?
Wow, really? I'm saying I'm 13 to 16 years old.
I am not going to make you beanbag it.
Well, actually, hold on a second. That's actually kind of what age would be? Are you with that line of questioning? You're making it seem like at some age you're like, well, are you 7? If you're 7
But
years
at
old,
18, Yeah, beanbag it is.
Well, first off,
No,
yeah, if you're
first of
coming,
all,
if you're
that's weird as shit.
if you're coming
What
to
are you
your
doing?
mom and you're 18, you're like, Mom, I smoked weed. You deserve to sleep on a fucking beanbag chair. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Well,
You're an
you
adult
know,
now.
I would not. Just go to bed. Thanks for letting me
Okay,
know.
well, let me ask you this then. What's the harshest punishment you'd do for somebody coming up and be like, Mom, I smoked weed?
A first offender?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to be harsh on a first offender. I'm going to be like, thank you for being an honest young man. Well done. Go
Would
give me your
that now?
phone.
Would that be with you? Are we laying on the ground and my head is in your lap like this? No.
No. Mm-mm.
We're just having a normal conversation. It's odd. It's weird how parents can do that with their kids.
That is very
Well, actually, what if you're a repeat offender? Now, this is the 4th time I've come up. I'm sorry, but the reefer caught me again. I'm trapped in the weeds.
Well, I would help you get out of the weeds. Probably take your phone and then start taking you to work and back just to monitor what you're doing.
Oh, so you don't trust me? Well, at a young age, that's fair.
Yeah.
What if I came in one day and said, Mom, I keep rolling the spliffs, but I can't get the ganja now? Probably can't put that in, but that's okay. More of the story is that they're rife with controversy. I mean, there's one video here as well where, actually, let me pull this up because this one's fucking crazy.
Are they okay? Are they okay?
They pulled off the side of a road because they saw a car wreck.
Okay.
So they have no involvement in this wreck. And she's like, are they okay? With her
Oh
DSLR,
my
right?
God.
Her kids are in the back. This is traumatizing. Look at that. There's the other car over there.
Russell?
Look, kid.
And she's filming it.
What a freak.
This was my first car crash.
Oh,
And then look at-
my God.
I want to tell you something, and I want you to really listen. We should have been in that crash.
Why?
Why would you say that? Honestly,
crazy.
Eve, remember how you used your iPod Nano earlier? I was just listening to All American Rejects. We all should have been drugged through our house and thrown into a lake, you little bitch. Is what she should have said there.
Wow.
Why would you say that?
They're already scared to death.
But to pull over, when you have nothing to do with the wreck. Also,
Yeah.
people are in traffic. She pulled off to the side of the, like, to the shoulder of the road. And then she's just like, honestly, gang, we should have been in that car wreck. What is that? Like, what kind of mental fucking
That's
torture are
creepy
you
as hell.
talking about?
All the kids are frightened.
Oh, 100%. Well, why wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
You're right, Mom. Actually, if they said
Yeah,
that, I'd
and
be
to
like,
pull over. I mean, come on, man.
she definitely wouldn't have kept that clip if they were just like, you're right. She's like, closes some fucking DSLR. I act scared. Has like a fly swatter. Has a fly swatter with like Joseph Smith's face on it.
A gold tablet. Ping.
Can I ask you another question?
You bet.
If you were a Mormon man, would you be one of the Mormons that has multiple wives?
I very well could be if I was a Mormon man.
When the getting's good,
The good's getting.
it's like going to Golden Corral and only getting one plate.
What's the point?
So then the channel gets mysteriously deleted, but people who have been around this abuse for a while, they're just like, wow, fucking, that's odd. No, people were like, thank God.
Yeah.
So this year, they got arrested. In August of 2023, wow, that was fucking, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
Ruby Frank, the matriarch of the Frankie family, and a prominent figure of the 8 Passengers channel was arrested along with another individual named Jody 2. I think it's just Jody. Her name's like Jody Hildenbrock.
Okay.
Fortinbras. Pretty sure that's actually the... You ever heard of Fortinbras before?
Yeah.
That's the main boss at the end of Onimusha 1 on the PS2.
I'll be damned.
September 2nd, former family vlogger Ruby Frank of the YouTube channel was arrested in Springville, Utah on aggravated child abuse. So their channel got taken away, thank God. But then she decides to start this other channel called Connections, but it's spelled like this. Like Zion, because it's some religious shit. How fucking stupid is that? I talk to you all the
that.
time about like that pickleball stuff. I fucking hate that. Just call it Connections.
Okay.
Is it
Where's Kevin?
Con Zion. Well, we're gonna get to that later. Okay, you know what Kevin's doing? He's watching children fly across his room, and he's just like this. He's watching probably some fucking poor kid duct taped up in a room, and it's horrible. I mean, how do you sleep at night? We're gonna get to it. The Jody Hildenbrand and Ruby started the Connections channel, which was all about how to have a healthier relationship with your husband and your family. Wow, how fucking ironic. Which also, if you ever saw a picture of Jody in them, let me tell you something about Jody. Where's Jody at here?
Yeah,
She's in one
let's
of
see
these.
Jody. Ruby's a looker.
Oh, I mean, good woman. Look at that.
Is that Jody?
Photo of Jody
Youch.
Hildenbrand. Jody Hildenbrand looks like Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler. That's what she looks like.
Yeah,
there's
really.
some other pictures of him too, though.
She's no Ruby.
Oh God, no. Ruby's got a bit of a shit face here, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Ruby's
no.
looking pretty brutal right
Jody
there. too.
Hildenbrand, which also I don't like the staging. Why put the potted plant right in front of you?
It
And
covers
it-
half
also-
of Ruby's body.
Stop it with the dots.
Yeah.
Just want to say that. I'm connecting the
it's too
dots and
tight.
say, you're a bad person. There you go. But Jody Hillenbrand, they make this channel together. It kind of came out of nowhere. It's just her get back in the limelight. Her Instagram and all that stuff is actually deleted. So she's trying to, this is her last ditch effort to get that YouTube money again.
Yep.
So then, as of, what is it, August 30th, out of Jody's house, not even Ruby's house, out of Jody's house, one of Ruby's children is duct taped and runs to the neighbor's house and is like, I need food and water. She has lacerations from the tape. He's malnourished. It's fucking crazy. And then you find out again, they have a 10-year-old sibling that's still in Jody's house, and that 2 days prior, Jody and fucking Quasimodo were sitting there and they filmed a vlog in that house.
So Victim is a place where I live. It's a place where I have pity for myself because I don't want to be responsible for me.
So Ruby knew that these
Oh
kids
my
were in the house
God.
being malnourished. Where's Kevin?
Wow.
How is Kevin? He's just like, where are the kids at? Ruby's just like,
Spend the night at Jody's.
he's like, okay, I'm just gonna watch Cool Hand Luke again. I'm a cowboy. I'm thinking
That
about getting a
is
new truck.
Twisted.
Yeah.
So they're duct taped up in Jody's house.
Yeah, they're duct tape up in Jody's house. Police are immediately called, thank God. And people come in, and this is Ruby's sister. I think it's Sherry. One of Ruby's sisters puts an Instagram post of the arrest and puts finally. And she also puts in this next Instagram story. Today has been a big day. Me and my family are so glad justice is being served. We've been trying to tell the police and CPS for years about this, and so glad they finally decided to step up. Kids are safe, but there's a long road ahead. That's when we find out that not only has the other family members been trying to call Child Protective Services to do something about this, but apparently the neighbors have been trying to do stuff too. So God knows what people saw and heard. We'll probably get more information as that comes around, but
What takes so long? What is taking so long?
well, that's what I want to know too. One thing that when I was reading about this that pissed me off was just like, what the fuck is this? The Vatican going out to like a spiritual, you know, like when the Vatican goes out to confirm a miracle. Why is that operating in the same fucking way that the Vatican is with miracles? Like,
Every person around them in their life is testifying against them.
especially if it's 6 like neighbors and they're just like, hey, no, for real, they're beating the hell out of them over here. Could you help? The
Kids are
CPS is like,
screaming.
my hands are tied. I wish I could, but I don't know. This is crazy out here.
The family members.
Makes Utah seem like Candyland or shit, doesn't it?
It's a little.
Well, I mean,
sketchy.
she's in Candy Cane Forest. What am I supposed to do?
When she comes out of there, let us know.
I'm all in the Chaco Swamp. I can't make it out there today. Maybe Tuesday. It's fucking unbelievable. Took the kids' bed, sent one kid to summer behavioral camp in the desert for 10 weeks. What did they do? I had a double stuffed Oreo. You're going to the desert for 2.5 months. You fucking monster. And then, yeah, from 2020, 1,700 people, or 17,000 people signed a CPS investigation into these to get the CPS involved.
Wow.
Pretty crazy. Almost 18,000 people being like, good God, please look into this. But there is a bright, I mean, I like that now Ruby,
She's behind bars.
she's behind bars. I don't think she's gonna get out. I hope the bitch rots in prison forever. What kind of sick fuck do you have to be to tape up a human being, but let alone a child?
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
Dumb. That's brutal.
It makes me sick to my
They
stomach.
need to do it to her. Everything she did.
I agree. You think those Ruby? I feel like she probably does it herself. Good, get the tape. I don't care. Well, she's fucking skinny enough. Maybe she is mountain. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I like street justice though. You know what I would love?
What?
I don't know if we can put this in. I'd love if some guy just came out like a big fucking sweaty prison guard. Her name's like Helga, that female deal. She's like, Frankie! Peeks her head around. Boom! With that billy club. Boom! Dust her teeth out. Not smiling anymore. And then in my mind, I'm just like, oh, she's tortured every day the same way that you torture people. I don't know.
It's an eye for an eye.
It's an eye for an eye. The weird thing too is people are saying this is that like a lot of the punishments we're talking about, like starving the kids, not letting them eat, which all these articles I was reading were saying the same thing, and it's so true, is that could you set your kids up to be fucked up even more? Like,
Shit, you got 6 of them, for God's sake.
the idea of like, I'm gonna punish you and I'm going to like associate that with you not eating.
Yeah.
So it's just a perfect case for somebody to have like a eating disorder when they get up. Oh, I don't feel good about that. I'm not going to eat for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Screwed him up.
Cassidy Clay. But you know, I'm glad that Ruby and the gargoyle that she was in connections with the channel, that they're locked up. And I hope they rot in hell.
Well, wait, what? Probably some shitty thing happened to Ruby when she was a little gal. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I never like the excuse of just
It's
like,
not an
well,
excuse,
it was.
but maybe Ruby
Well, I
had
bet
her
you she-
face taped up. I don't know.
Well, that's what I mean, though, is she might come forward and be like, well, actually, my parents used to starve me too. And it's like, tough shit, bitch. Don't put
Yeah.
it on these innocent
I agree.
new kids, you know? Come on. But yeah, then the husband,
Yeah.
he has custody of the other kids that aren't in the hospital. Because the other two kids are in the hospital right now because of the lacerations and all kinds of stuff. And my whole thought is, Kevin, what were you doing?
Yeah, where were you?
Where were you,
Is your
Kevin?
home, and how do you not hear what's happening?
Yeah, well, we have a mansion. It's hard to keep track of everything.
I didn't hear anybody.
We were so successful for so long, it's hard to even know who's who.
And that picture of him looks very sketchy. He looks like, yeah, I know. doesn't
Yeah,
he?
they kind of get you. Ruby's still looking good.
She is.
Looking
Well, that's
good.
just a good picture.
What? And then that's the kind of thing is that Family of Five, which I'm going to show you a picture of Family of Five because you don't know who that is.
I don't.
Or it's Daddy of Five. This is a guy back in the day who also, he got his YouTube channel taken away because he would upload videos of him just like punching his kids and stuff. That was the dad.
Oh my gosh, he is.
But see, you'd expect it from a fucking
Yeah,
psychopath looking
right
like this.
there, I'm like, you. Beat
What's
the shit out
also
of your
right
kid.
here with this, just with this deal, blue walls with a corduroy couch,
It's not good.
and a fucking
Yeah,
ear
that's
pick.
the worst.
It's like, it's creeped me out. But then you go back over here, you would never expect that from
You'd
a person.
never know.
That's what makes it scarier though too. You know what this story has made me do? I'm gonna
Stop
go
judging people.
No, I'm gonna judge them even more. I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go into a Whole Foods. I'm just gonna be like, what have you done to your kids?
Where's your child?
Where's your kid at?
Closet.
Graduated. Mm-hmm. I'm very proud they're going to Phoenix State or whatever. And I'm just like, what?
Soundproof room.
Yeah, they're really. That's kind of a far away. What did you do? Why are they so far away? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna question everybody.
I am going to too.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna judge first and ask questions later. I'm
I
gonna
like
I'm
to
gonna
do that,
point
too.
this finger. Mm-hmm. Especially if there's anybody like Ruby Frankie out there.
Pretty. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice deal. Well dressed, perfect skin, great hair, beautiful eyes.
She's probably done something.
I'd have to say so.
Sketchy.
I'm sorry that you're an angel who fell from earth. What did you do to God? That's what I'm gonna say. In all seriousness, no, this is absolutely fucked, and I'm glad that justice has been served, and I hope it continues to serve. I hope, if so help me God, she gets 2 years or something like that.
We'll go after her.
I'll drive to Utah myself.
Me too.
Shave my head.
What about the husband?
Well, where is he? What happened to him? He has custody of all the other kids right now. Apparently, they have a daughter that's estranged. She's 20, and she was cheering, basically. That might have actually been the person who was like finally on the deal, was her daughter
Okay.
that they're estranged with. And
It's just weird that Kevin's still sniffing around.
I
with
want
the kids.
answers from Kevin.
Yes.
This article here from Insider says that people asked about him, but he said direct it to my attorney.
Oh, well,
Could you look more guilty?
yeah. And vague, Kevin.
Well, yeah. I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to get in trouble. That's what he
Kevin's
says.
going down.
Kevin should go down. Well, it's just how do you turn the blind eye? I watched this documentary where it was about these people who adopted this girl, and they thought that she was an older woman, so they just left.
yeah.
They just left the girl in this hotel, and the dad, the whole documentary, is crying. He's like, "I was abused too." And by the end of it, you want to take a fucking hammer across his face. It's obnoxious. So I feel like we're gonna see some stuff too, where Kevin Frankie's gonna start a new YouTube channel, 4 passengers. He's gonna be like, I miss Ruby so much. Today we're going to McDonald's Play Place and we're gonna just hang out for a while.
Ooh, he
I
does
usually
something
don't.
like that.
No, I'm not saying he looks like a pedophile. We're not gonna
No.
put that in.
Okay, no.
No. Well, also because earlier, like, he's a good-looking guy, and then what? You're gonna turn around and
he
say he looks
is,
like a
but
pedophile?
now it's kind of like Ruby. This picture looks good, but then you show that other picture. I'm like, yikes, Ruby. But Kevin, I mean, he looks very like a sneaky snake ass right there, doesn't
Well,
he?
how about this? To end this video, if you were Ruby and Kevin's mom, what would the punishment be?
If I was Ruby and Kevin's mom,
Yeah.
death.
God!
That's just the shit we know she did with all that. You know, no, there's some twisted madness going on in there, and I say, why are we playing this game? Roll it out. Done.
Yeah, that's 6 people she potentially ruined.
Yeah, and then they're gonna come
All right.
in.
I mean, if the whole room is an advocate for the
They're
death
gonna
penalty, then
reproduce
fine.
and-
Mike.
Way to go, Ruby. I
right.
really see no reason to have Ruby around anymore.
No reason to have Ruby around anymore. I wanted to especially talk about this today because I'm creeped out by family YouTubers. I'm not going to point out and say that all of them are terrible, but my bias is that I just think it's weird. You shouldn't profit off your children like that.
Yeah.
And like, it's just odd. It creeps me out. So I just wanted to come in here and say that
agree.
we got another one. Another bad one off the streets. Off the YouTubes.
Thank God.
Off the internet.
She's gone.
She's gone. Goodbye. No, I'm not sad. And apparently people wish the death penalty. We didn't say it. People online did. Well, she said it. Well,
I did, but
well, we don't for the purpose of the video. You probably don't want to say that.
no, we
In
don't.
Minecraft.
In Minecraft. Thanks for watching so much. I appreciate you guys. If you do end up having families and stuff, don't record your children and upload it for your own gain. Bye.